Hello, I'm Max Whiting. This is my patient Ethan. He's a 23-year-old male. He's 6 foot 1 inch and he weighs 185 pounds. His cardiovascular risk is low, and he has a resting heart rate of 62, systolic blood pressure of 132, and systolic blood pressure of 86. We'll be doing the Astrand cycle ergometer test today, which is a single stage, and this is our RPE scale. We go from no exertion at all to maximal. I'll be asking you that throughout the stages, or throughout the test, as well as I'll be taking your heart rate and your blood pressure.
Okay.
I'll be taking your blood pressure or your heart rate between the 4th and 5th minute, as well as between the 5th and 6th minute. If your heart rates are within 5 beats plus or minus, then we'll be able to stop the test. You're in steady state. And we also have to make sure that's in your sub-maximal range. So since your heart rate max is 192, your sub-max range is 116 to 164. That's where we want to be at to stop the test.
Okay.
You have been warming up for about 3 minutes now. So we'll be starting, you've been warming up at a workload of 25 watts. Since he is a conditioned and active male, we'll be starting your workload at 125. And we'll start that in 10 seconds.
So I adjusted the bike height to her greater trochanter for maximum comfort, and she is at
Alright,
cardiovascular
and we adjusted his seat to his greater trochanter for comfort, and we are starting our test.
Also, her resting vital signs.
Now, do you have any questions?
So her heart rate was 70
I do not.
per minute,
Good,
which is
good,
within
good.
that 60
Our
per minute.
Now, we've already taken your heart rate for the warm-up, which had a normal response. We were at 78, and your blood pressure was a normal response too. It was 136 over 86, so that's why you're allowed to go to this next stage.
So we are going to bump her up to, like I said, 100 watts because she's a conditioned female. So we're going to do
How's your day going,
100
Ethan?
watts.
Doing all right. Looking
Great.
forward to Thanksgiving break.
Oh, me too.
How does
Eating all that
feel?
food, huh?
Awesome, and make sure you're maintaining that 50
After this workout, I'll be able to eat anything I want, right?
Oh, there you go.
For resting vital signs, so that perceived exertion rate is going to be a measurement of how hard the muscles are going to be working. So we're going to continue to have her working at this for, I'm going to take a measurement at 2 minutes to make sure that she's in her sub-max range, which is between.
All right, Ethan. What's your RPE at right now? How are you feeling? How hard is this test?
I'd say we're at light right now.
We're at light? Okay. We're at a light RPE. Great, great, great.
First measurement, so I'm going to measure her.
All right, let me take your heart rate real quick.
Heart rate as well as RPE again to see how it changes from resting. So let's go ahead and take those first measurements. So here, if I can.
All right, we had a heart rate of 92.
Okay, relax. So for her first heart rate, I got 150, which is in her sub-max range, which is really good. So we're going to take her blood pressure as well. So, oh no! Yeah! Darn it! I was doing so good. Okay. Darn it. No, you're doing great. Okay, sorry. Can you press the record?
All right. Heart rate, your blood pressure was 140
That
over
was so
88. Now I'm going to take your
Just 70.
heart rate and blood pressure again at 4 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Any big plans for your Thanksgiving?
Oh, I've got some really good friends that are going snowboarding.
Oh, yeah.
But we decided, I had this one friend, Max, we decided we are going to let him come with, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't let anyone named
Sounds
Max
like
come
a
with either.
doofus, huh?
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Wait a second.
No, not you. You're
Oh,
coming
okay.
with.
Right.
Coming with.
Right, of course.
RPMs, and I adjusted the bike height to her greater
All right,
trochanter
is
for
our-
maximum comfort.
How's your
Also, she is at
exertion
low
going?
cardiovascular
What do we
risk.
think?
I'd say somewhat hard.
Somewhat hard? Okay,
I
good. That's where
measured
we
her
want to
resting
be.
vital
Okay.
signs
Now
before she
remember,
started warming up,
we're going
which
to stop
her
this
heart rate
test
was
if you
70
reach
per
that
minute, which is
sub-maximal
the normal
in
range,
that stage at 6 minutes.
per minute.
If your heart rate
And
is
her blood
between
pressure was
116 and 164, and your heart rates are steady state, we're going to stop. We're going to put you in a cool down.
Okay.
That cool down lasts between 3 and 5 minutes. And at the end of that cool down, I'll take your heart rate and blood pressure again just to make sure it adapts normally.
Okay.
So because those are normal ranges, she is start the test. So because she is a conditioned female, I'm going to bump her up to about 100 watts for resistance, maintaining that 50
How about
RPM.
that Vikings Packers game,
How
huh?
does that feel?
Man,
Perfect.
I didn't even watch it.
So with that, we are
It was a good game. You missed out.
at
I know.
this, at
My dad told me all about it.
for about 2 minutes.
Too bad we don't have AP back, huh?
Right.
Measurement, and with that, I want to make sure that her heart rate is in her sub-max.
You gonna be watching the Bears play the Lions on Thursday?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
always fun to watch some football on Thanksgiving.
Of course.
So we'll have a little bit less than a minute before I take her vital signs again.
I don't think those Bears have much of a chance, though.
You better watch it.
Oh yeah.
I can crank this way up.
Oh yeah.
All right, what's your
Okay,
RP, buddy?
Somewhat hard.
Somewhat hard.
Let's do heart rate first.
Okay, let me take your heart rate. Let's see that, please.
Relax. So for her first measurement heart rate, I got 150, which is her sub.
All right, our heart rate was 130, so we want to be within 5 beats of that for our next one, and then we're done. Blood pressure of 148 over 88. All right, and what's your heart rate?
So for her,
I'm sorry, what's your RP?
My RP, I'd say, is
175.
in between somewhat hard and hard.
Somewhat hard and hard?
Showing normal
Very good.
response to exercise. So also RPE. So what would you say your perceived exertion rate would be? Probably somewhat hard. Okay, so about 13. That is normal response to exercise. So now my next measurement, I'm gonna be moving into the second
Heart
stage
rate,
within the Astrand
134. We're within
So I'm
that
taking a
5
measurement
beats.
about
We're in that
5
submaximal
as well as
range.
6 minutes
Therefore,
to see
we're
if
gonna
she
drop
has
down
a
to our
steady
cool
heart
down,
rate, and with that steady state
which will be
heart
less than
rate,
what
then I'll
we
be able
had
to
our
stop
workload
the
at, which will be at 25 instead of the 125.
test.
We'll
And
do this
also making
for
sure
3 to
that
5
heart
minutes,
rate
and I'll
is
retake your
in the
vitals
sub-max.
at the end of it. So since
How are
Ethan
you feeling?
reached his submaximal range between 116 and 164, he was at 130 and 134. Therefore, we were able to reach submax. We were able to stop the test, and he had normal heart rate responses as well as blood pressure responses. So we didn't have any adverse effects, which is good. So at the end of this, I'm just going to take your blood pressure, I'm going to take your heart rate, and we're all good.
All right.
And then I'll figure we'll calculate your VO2 max from that.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
About 5 minutes, so I'm going to take her vitals again.